Hello everyone, I'm Jitendra. Today we are going to see error handling using Mule ESB. Okay, so Mule 4 has made the error handling very simpler as compared to Mule 3. Okay, so basically there are three main component or main type of error handling. One is on error continue, then on error propagate, and the final one is like try catch block. So basically on error continue. Basically what happens, so whenever doing the flow execution, if you are getting error, the flow will still continue without throwing the error. Okay, that is on error continue. There might be scenario where you are calling some web service and that web service thrown the error, but you still want to continue your flow. In that case you use on error continue. On error propagate, in that case what will happen, if you are getting error in between the flow, it will throw the exception, it will throw the error, okay, and it will not further continue the flow. Okay, and try catch block. So if you want to add the exception for particular component, like for some connectors, maybe for some other components, so you may use the try catch block. So these are the different type of error handling in Mule 4, and they are very simple to implement the error handling as compared to Mule 3. Okay, so I'm particularly making this video because I got a lot of requests from people to make the video on the error handling. Okay, so what I will do, so I have an API available, that is the world time API. So it takes two URI parameter, one is region and one is city. Okay, so this is the world time API. It's available on the internet. So this is the free API. So I will send a request. So I get this response back from world time API. So what I will do, I will start creating one Mule application. We will go step by step. Mule project. That's it. Okay. So what I will just name this project as a error handling demo. Okay, I will say finish. Let's wait till it creating the project for us. Okay, it has created the project error handling demo. So what I will do, I will create one HTTP listener. Okay, I will start configuring the HTTP listener. I will click on this plus sign. I will simply change the port number to 8087 because for me there are lot of applications running on 8081 already. I will give a base path as a time zone. I will simply say OK. Then I have to pass two URI parameters. One is region, one is city. Okay, so these are the two URI parameters I am passing in. Now what I will do, I will use one logger here. Okay, I will say expression and I will try to read the URI parameters here. So what I will say for reading the URI parameter, I will say basically attributes dot URI params dot, I will say region. Okay, then I can say default, like if URI parameter is null, default is this. Okay, then I will say plus plus, then I will add one space, then I will again say plus plus, then okay, let's wait 1 minute. Let me say plus plus, then wait, I will also read the city, attributes dot URI params dot city, and default, if city is null, then default is empty value. Okay, so if you want to add space between them, simply say, so this is the logger. So what it will do, it will just log your region and the city. Now what I will do, I will use HTTP request. Let me copy this URL, This is the world time zone URL. I will just paste it here. Okay. Now I will open HTTP listener. So let me start configuring the HTTP listener. I will click on this plus sign. First, what is the base path? The base path will be, sorry, I will go to that node point. So this will be the base path, API/time zone. Okay, API/time zone. Now I will give world time org as a host. No need to give a port number, by default it's 80, so no worry. Okay, these are the configuration, we have to do it. Okay, then here you can define the path. So what is the path? It's region slash, I spell it wrong, region curly bracket city. Okay, so this complete our path. Now we have to add some URI parameter. We have to map URI parameter with this region and city. So I will click on this plus sign. So what is the key? It's a region. And what will be the value? It's simple, attributes dot URI params dot region. Okay, let me add one more, that is city. Again, attributes dot URI params dot city. Okay, I added two URI parameter. I will save it and let test it. I will simply say run. Let's wait. Till application get deployed and it's up and running. It's starting new agent. Let's wait till it gets started. Till that, what I will do, I will simply, I will change the port number here because we use 8087 time zone and I am passing region as a Europe and city as a Zurich. Okay, it's deployed. Let me test what response I get back from. It's saying API world time field not found. Let me change something here. Localhost 8087. I will change the time. Let me check if I have done correctly on the request. What is the URL it is passing? Europe Zurich. Okay, so it's saying the time zone not found. So let me change it to Asia, Kolkata. Okay, what is happening? I am not sure. Let me check. I will copy this and I will try to run on browser. Okay, it's giving time zone here properly, but not here. Let me restart it. Let's wait till it start again. Okay, it's deployed again. Let me check whether it's. I'm not sure why it's not working. It's a Kolkata. We're giving the response properly here. Let me check requester. Okay, I think I got it. It's not option, sorry. It should be a get. Okay, now I will try it again. Sorry for that. I will save it. Okay, it started again. This time it should give the response back. Okay, we got the proper response. What I mistake done? Like I select the option HTTP method. It should be a get. Okay, so that's fine. So currently what is happening and what happens if I put some incorrect city like Kolkata one? It should give 500 internal server. Actually the error should be 404 not found, right? But we are getting 500 internal server error. So first we will start with on error continue. On error continue. I will put the on error continue here. Okay. So and I will use one on error continue. Click on error continue and just start searching what you want. I will say HTTP not found. So you can select error type. So it's HTTP not found. Now what I will do, I will use transform message. I will open transform message. Instead of Java, I will say JSON. Okay, and I will say message equals to error dot wait error dot description. Okay, so this is the error I will be passing. So let me save it. As I mentioned, what does an on error means? Okay, so logger, I will put one logger at the end of request. I will simply say a flow completed. Okay, so you need to do one more change. So go to HTTP listener, go to response. Okay, go to response. In response, you see the error response body. Instead of this, you can change to payload. Fine, and save it. Let's check the console. Okay, the application got deployed. I will say send. Okay, what we got 200. Okay, but still we have some error. And even if you see here, wait. Okay, so you can see the things has been logged inside it. The problem is that we have an error, but HTTP status code is 200. Okay, it means on error continue what is happening, even like there is an error, it is always say HTTP 200. Okay, so what I will do, I will go to HTTP listener and I will hard code it status code 404 and I will save it. So it will deploy the application for you again. Okay, it's deployed and again I will send. You are still getting 200. Okay, because this is the behavior of on error continue. So what we will do, instead of that, we will use on error propagate. So I will go to configuration XML. So what I will do, so just search for on error continue. This is on error continue. I will say propagate. Just change this and change this. Save it. It's not gets, it's get. Save it. Again. Okay. So I will send it. This time we got 404 not found. So on error propagate will stop the flow and it will return the proper status code 404 not found. Okay. So we will do something more. What we will do, I will create one more flow. I will create one more flow. Okay, I will take this flow and I will use some variable, set variable. I will require two variable. I will put two variables here. So first we will read the city. We will use expression. So how to read city? Attributes dot URI params dot city. Okay. Now I will read a region. Attributes dot URI params dot region. Okay, so this is how you can read the city, and I will bring the request here. Okay, logger I will keep it there only. And what I will do, I will start do adding error handling here. So let me say search on error propagate. I'll put it here. Okay, so what type of error we want? So I will put HTTP not found. I will put HTTP not found. Okay, and I will use one transform message. Okay, in transform message I will say JSON and I will say message error dot description. Fine. I want to do one more thing. We need to add some variable. I will say variable, and instead of that I will say HTTP status code. So as you know what we have done in the first step, we hard coded 404. So I want to avoid that. So here I will be setting the HTTP status code. I will remove all those things. I will simply say 404 and I will save it. Okay, and let me go to payload. So okay, so we have set up this. Now we have handled the 404. What about the other errors? So for that we will use one more on error propagate. So I will bring on error propagate here. Okay, so it's there. So what I will do, I will search for 500 internal server error. Okay, but I want to handle everything as a 500 internal server error. Whatever like apart from 404, I am to. So I will put instead of internal server, I put any. Okay. Now let me again search for transform message. I will call the transform message. Okay, we have to do same thing what we have done doing 404 JSON. Go to message, then search error dot description. Okay, and I will add one more variable, that is HTTP status code. Okay, then I will remove all this. I will simply say 500. Save all. Okay, I will go to payload. So this is what we have done. I want to do something more. I will say transform message. So I want to convert this request into XML format. So I will say XML. Then what I will say time zone. Let's start curly bracket. Then I will pick some variable. Okay, from that, let me remove this. Okay, I will pick week number. So what I will do? So I will say week number. Then payload dot week number as string, comma. Then next I will pick date time. Date time. I will say payload dot date time as string. I can say like more fields. I can pick day of year and day of week. I will say day of year. Okay, so I will say payload dot. I'll just copy this. As string. Day of week. I will say payload dot as string. Okay, I will save this, and what I will do here, I will call flow reference in between both logger. Okay, so I will give the flow reference of error handling demo flow 2. Now what we have to do here, just remove everything and just say payload. Okay, so now we need one more error propagate in main flow. I will say any. Okay, then I will call transform message. I will simply remove this and I will say payload, and this will be JSON. So what happened? The child flow, or will whatever payload it will return to main flow, this output will be returned to a client. So that's why we simply mention the payload, because we have done the error mapping in this flow. Let me do file. Okay. Now one thing we have to do in listener, we have hard coded the HTTP, status code. So now we have declared that as a variable. So I will say fx vars dot HTTP status code. Now save this. It started the application. Now what I will do, I will go to this, I will say send. So you got 404 not found. Now I will go to Kolkata, I will put correct, so you got the XML return back, right? So now how you can check the other errors like 500. Now what I will do, I will go to transform message. Instead of one dot, I will put two dots, and I will say save. As soon as I will say save, it will deploy the application again. Go to console. Okay, clear console. Now send again. it should give me a 500 internal server. See, it gives the 500 internal server error, and like what's the problem? Okay, so we have put double dot, that's why. So okay, so now what I will do, I will go to message flow again. I will simply change this. I will remove the dot again and I will save it. Okay, so now the thing is that, like, you have a multiple flow in one project, and like you have to define the same type of error handling again and again for all the flows. Okay, to avoid this, what we can do, we can have a generic error handling, so global error handling. So for that, what we will do, we will create one new mule configuration file. We will name it as a global. I will say finish. Okay, so I will search for error handler. I will call the error handler here. Then I will use on error propagate. I want to and on error propagate. Okay, so let me do one thing. This HTTP not found. Let me copy this. I will go to global.xml. I will just change this type to HTTP not found. I will call transform message. Okay, in transform message I will just change this to JSON. I will say message equals to error.description. Then I will add one variable, that is variable. Okay, I will say HTTP status code. I will say OK. Now this variable should be 404. Now I will put one more transformation message. This is again, I will change it to JSON. Okay, I will say message error.description. This is done. Now I will add one HTTP status code variable. Okay, remove all these things, save 500, save it. Okay, now here you have defined the error. Now the next thing, you have to go to global elements. You say create. Okay, so what you have to create it, let me wait. Configuration, say default error handler is global error handler, say OK. Okay, now what you can do, you can remove all the error handling from here. You don't require. Let's wait. Move to configuration. So error handler I will remove. I will save it. Let's see what happens to console. So it deployed application again. So we will first test the happy flow. Okay, I will say send. So it should return XML. I will say 1. Let me check what happened here. Something is going wrong. It should be any. Let me save it. What happens? Let me see again. If something is not good, let me check what happened. Service is unavailable. I don't think what happened. Is really the service is unavailable? Let me check. Yes, service is up and running. Let me check its global error handler. Okay, the flow is completed. Let me stop and start again. That's it. It's restarting the application again. Okay, it's deployed again. Let me check if I'm getting same issue. Yes, this time I got the proper error, like field 404 not found. Okay, so because there's something which happened, like whatever changes we are doing, we need to restart the application. So that's why like we are not getting the proper error. Now it's proper error. So now what I will do, I will check one happy flow also. Okay, we have got this. Now what I will do, I will do some changes in transform message. Instead of one dot, I will put two dot and I will save it. Check the console if application redeployed. Okay, it started. Now send it. Okay, we got the proper error 500. So this is how you can handle the error globally or locally, like within the flow and outside the flow. Okay, so I have already explained like how you can make use of on error continue, on error propagate, how you can define the error handling globally. Like if you have multiple flow and you want to do this generic error handling, so you can define outside the flow. Okay, and this completes the tutorial for error handling with Mulesoft. Thanks for watching video.